Women want men to chase them so they can have power over them and reject them. A person can't reject you if you don't want nothing from them, if you're not coming at them. If you know what I mean, a person can't reject you if you don't want nothing from them. It's hard for a person to reject you if you don't want nothing from them, you know. And if you're not asking them questions. Unfortunately, in order to get to know somebody for real, you have to ask them questions or look in their phone. Most people ain't gonna be able to look in somebody's phone. So only thing you can do really is ask questions. But women don't like when you ask questions. They say they do, but they really don't, because they think you're interested and they think you want something from them, even though that's the only way to get to know them. But if you're quiet or not interested or nonchalant or mentally slow, you're not going to ask questions. If I'm mentally slow and I'm not curious, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get got later on down the line, but it's going to make them comfortable because I'm not asking questions, and especially significant questions. So being slow, mentally slow, favors you with women. Not being interested in them favors you with women. They can't do nothing but come at you. Why you ain't coming at me? I got a nice body. I got this nice dress on. What is he got? A beautiful woman? I'm not his style. You make them curious. You make them insecure. They're going to try to impress you. They're going to try to impress you. You make them curious. You make them insecure. They are going to try and impress you. But, you know, you're not going to get to know them, you know what I mean? But if you're chasing them or asking them a lot of questions, they're going to say, oh, I must be the best thing he ever got. Best thing since cream cheese. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works, man. We live in a wild world where people are 100 years old and still act immature. You know what I'm saying? People just get older. Most people are able to hide their feelings a little more than others, but they still kids. Most people still operate and think like kids. They just do it on a real subtle level. People still got favoritism. People still jealous. They still like kids. They still like kids, you know. So it's just, you got to understand that deep inside, a lot of women, most women nowadays, look at the divorce rate. Don't take my word for it. Look at the divorce rate. People are not loving. They're not getting with each other for love. They're temporarily getting each other for convenience, for look status, but it's not genuine love. Unconditional. No, it's not. Not in most cases, because if it was, the divorce rate wouldn't look like it is. And now the ladies in the clinic are saying that telling guys to be careful because the baby is 9 times out of 10 is not yours, according to that study that they're doing when they show that the baby is not the father that they saying it is. So you need to check that out. You're not going to get to know nobody unless you look in their phone, unless you ask them a lot of questions and their answers line up with their actions. But the easiest way to get to know somebody is to simply look in their phone. I know that's hard, but people that can exchange phones, man, you'll learn more about a person in 5 minutes than you'll learn in 30 years by looking in their phone, their text messages, their inboxes, they sent and received messages. You'll see how they talk to different people. You'll see how they talk to different people. You'll see what they sending to different people. If they sending their body pictures, naked pictures, you know what I'm saying? You'll see if they talking about you, you know what I'm saying? You'll see what their Google search is. You'll see what kind of pictures people sending them. So you can learn a lot about a person by just seeing what they send to people and what people send to them and what they researching on Google search. You can look and see, man, the phone tells everything. Oh, man, the phone tells everything. You ain't even got to go in the email, but just the photo section with the videos and the pictures and stuff, you can learn a lot about them from that and the text messages and the Google search. It's amazing, but women want the power when it comes to you chasing them. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't call me? But every guy is not going to chase, especially a guy with options or know his worth. Most guys don't know their worth these days. You got millionaires out here that most women really in the past would say attractive, and even today they know they're attractive, but they don't want to give you that power. They don't want to give you that power. You know, they don't want to give that to you at all. So you got to understand that. It's incredible, man. But you have to be nonchalant in this era, and unless you come across a virtuous woman or a unicorn. But you can keep one eye open for that, or I say one eye cracked for that, because that's rare. You can keep one eye cracked for that, but in reality, you definitely you definitely that's not all the time. So you don't want to be like looking for that. That's something you just got to come across. It's out there, but man, it's rare. And it's usually get that when it's early on in life. Middle school, high school, maybe early college. After that, it's very rare, you know. So you have to, after that, you will have to basically pray and hopefully that you come across it. But the Bible said it's hard to come across, you know, it's hard for a man to get a wife. You know what I mean? So it's not too many really wife materials out there. So that's why in the past, people was doubling up. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that really strong men, you know, back then. The strong men in the past, they could hold down, you know, multiple women, multiple wives. They can hold down 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 or wives, because they should, you know, to protect the women, you know what I'm saying? To protect them and to guide them, you know, and stuff like that, while they go out there and handle business and conquer lands, or they hunting or things like that, or building. So they had a community of women that would look out for each other, you know what I'm saying, while the man would come in, you know what I mean? So the one man had to hold down several women. But a lot of times, man, I'm telling you, man, that these, you know, it's all about a power struggle. It's tug of war with most of these women nowadays. They want the power. They want to be able to talk to you any kind of way they want. And if they only can have power over you if you're chasing them or something like that, you know, they're always testing you. They're always testing to see how you're going to react if they shut stuff off, if they shut intimacy off, if they shut communication off, if, you know what I'm saying, if they act quiet or if they act attitude. They want to see how they're going to control you. They're trying to learn you based on how into you, how much are you into them. People use your interest and desire against you to control you. You know what I'm saying? People use your interest and desire to control you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it go. You know, and that's just something you got to understand. You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to understand. And you got to keep in mind that most of these women want power over you. And even if they submit temporarily, it's usually just to get power over you, to see if you're going to fall. If I could just make that man fall in love with me one time out of his life, I can put me in a position to reject him. So it's more like a challenge thing than anything. And sometimes they'll deal with a man for 5 or 10 years just to see him in a position of weakness. So it's basically just to try to see if they can get you in a position of weakness. You know, can I get him in a position of weakness? You know, I bet if I do this in the bedroom, I can get him to like me. If I wear this, I can get them to like me. I bet if I buy him something, if I can act like I'm different from another, you know, it's all an act just to get power, just so you can put your guards down. I'm not telling you as a man to put your guards down. I'm saying be careful, because most of them out here do not love you, because if they did love you, they wouldn't be so quick to file divorce. And I don't know about all that paper marriage anymore. I wouldn't recommend nobody to get no paper marriage no more, because it's, it's just not, it's too much come along with those papers. It's too much come along with those papers, man. the paper marriage is too much come along with it. You know, everybody want to have power over somebody, and women definitely want to have power over men. Control everything, the finances, the bedroom, where y'all gonna eat, where you gonna live, how you gonna raise the kids. Yeah, if you don't have a submissive woman, a woman that's gonna help you and not try to break you down and control you and try to play your role, then you are blessed. Make sure you only claim a woman like that. And in America, when it comes to them legal marriages and papers, good luck with that. Good luck with that, because you'll be in a spiral hole for years dealing with that. Unless it's somebody from overseas or something, if you got a virtuous woman, maybe, but keep your eyes open and stay prayed up in that situation. I'm Allan, Reallionaire, much love. I'm about to go live, so make sure you press like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live. All right? And you can join the live and talk to me in chat, ask me questions. If you want a consultation, message me on Instagram at Allan Reallionaire Show, and we can talk about something. Whatever on your mind, we can talk about it. All right? Hey, much love to you. Stay prayed up. Yeah.